What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another rant from your boy DK. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. I know I haven't posted in a while, but guys, I've been busy, and you guys might be proud of me. I've been busy actually going out. Yeah, I went out. Saturday night with my boy. I went to this popular bar, this like popular bar slash. It's not really a club. It's like a bar. It's like more like a bar slash hangout. You know, um, in my in my in my state, and I actually had a really good time, guys. And today's rant. It's gonna be about how there's more to going out, guys, than just women. Okay, and I've had to learn that myself. I've had to learn that myself, to be honest with you, recently. Um, you know, Whenever you go out, guys, you can't think about, especially if you're a sub 5, especially if you struggle socially, things like that. Like if you're a social butterfly, and or you're a really attractive guy, then maybe you can get away with women being your main focus going out. But for all the guys other than that, which is most guys, or especially most of you guys listening to this, um that shouldn't be the main focus, guys. That really shouldn't. And like I said, I've had to learn that. Okay, because when I told you guys about going to the club for the first time and stuff like that, I was mainly focused on, okay, I gotta go talk to girls. Like, I have to talk to girls, or else this is not gonna be a success. And I went to the same mindset of, or like anytime I went to the board, like I told you guys, anytime I went to the beach or whatever, like I always think about, oh, okay, I gotta go talk to girls. And if I don't talk to any girls, and this is a waste of time. And I had the same mindset, going into the bar, on Saturday, bar slash, little mini club, because they had areas where you could dance and stuff like that. And you know what, guys? Like, I learned there mainly, but like I've been like, learning, like, women really don't have to, nor should they be the main focus of you going out. You should worry about having fun for yourself, you know? Because, like, I went there with my boy because he wanted to go. He asked me if he wants to check it out, and I was like, yeah, you know what, sure. And I'll be honest, guys, was I, like, thrilled at the idea at first? I'll be honest, no. Because I thought I'd be like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to stand there, and I'm just going to look at all these attractive girls, and imagine myself going up to them and asking them stuff, or, going up to them and talking to them, or, going up to them and trying to pick them up, whatever. Um, and I was going to come back, empty handed. It was going to be a waste of time. But I was like, you know what, man, I'll go because, I had nothing else better to do. So, we went there, and, at first I was like, all right, let's like, explore the layout, let's see, let's look at how this place is set up, let's look at the girls, stuff like that. But it's like, and he kept commenting to me, like, oh, look at that girl, and I was like, yeah, and then it kind of clicked for me, guys. Like, while I was on one of the dance floors, air quotes, because it wasn't really a dance floor. It was just like an open area outside where we were like, we were allowed to dance. There was like a DJ and stuff like that. It kind of clicked for me, guys. Like, you know what? I don't need I don't need to go up to women and try to get women in order to have fun at this place. Like, you know what? I'm just going to dance. I'm just going to listen to the music, have fun, and dance, and just have a good time for myself. and hopefully, and I know this is unrealistic thinking, and I know this is not going to work, or, this is not going to happen most of the time. I get that. You guys don't have to come at me in the comments. I was like, and if I'm going to talk to women, let them come up to me. Let them come up to me. And if not, that's okay. That's okay. I shouldn't need women to make or to have fun when I'm going out with my friends, to like adult settings, right? I don't need women. You shouldn't need women to let you have fun, right? So then I ended up just dancing, and I went to there was another area at this place where like the music is way louder, and like, you're allowed to dance like a little bit more like freely. Like it was like a little mini club area. It wasn't like an actual like, oh my God, club where people are on top of you and stuff like that. But it was like a little mini area. You're allowed to just dance, have fun. There's a DJ, music's booming. And you know what, guys? Like I just decided to have fun and dance, and I had a great time, guys. I had a great time. It was great. A couple people came up to me, they said they liked my shirt and stuff like that. I was wearing a Batman shirt. People came up to me and they were like, "Oh, I like your shirt." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And you know what, guys? A girl even came up to me. A girl came up to me. And she commented on my shirt and stuff like that. It's a success, man. It was a success. I had a great time, bro. I had a great time. There was I will tell you guys this. There was these like, these like group of girls. There was like 3 of them, I think. But there was this one girl in particular that was really attractive out of the 3 of them, right? And she kept looking like at me and my friend. Like she kept looking our way. And I really was debating, guys. Like this I would say is the only thing I really do regret, kinda. She was looking our way, and I really debated in my head, like, okay, like, should we go up to them? Like, should we go up to her? Whatever. And I ended up not. I was like, you know what? I think she's gonna come up to us the way she keeps looking at us, right? Guys, as the guy, you gotta go up to the girl. You guys already know this, I know, but just reaffirming that, like, you have to, unfortunately. And that was a mistake I made. I should just been like, you know what, I'm just gonna go up to her, but I didn't. So that's the only thing I kind of regret, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It didn't ruin my night by any stretch, which is really good. But yeah, guys. So like, if you like, and you guys probably you guys might be like, well, no crap, DK, like you just figured this out. And to an extent, you guys are right. Like I am kind of silly because I always say to guys in real life, I'm like, women should be a byproduct of your life, not the main focus. And now I've realized, hey, that also means when you go out, not just living your everyday life. So yeah, like, guys, just go out, have a good time. Like, don't let your inability to attract women, for whatever reason it may be, lack of looks, lack of money, lack of game, whatever. For whatever reason, don't let it stop you from having a good time for yourself. All right. Because I know it could be very discouraging. It could be very discouraging where you're in a setting like, that's meant to, meet the opposite sex, and just be social with people in general. And you come away empty-handed. I get it, guys. I really do. Like I said, I've been there. It stinks. It stinks, but it shouldn't be the end all be all. It really shouldn't. But like I said, like, if you wanna, like, try to shoot your shot and, try to get girls, then by all means do it. I'm not trying to sway you from doing that. I'm just saying, if it doesn't work out, just don't let that ruin your night. Don't let that ruin your time, because, we're only young for so long, guys. And before you know it, we're going to be like, and this is for my, these are for the people listening, like, around my age, before you know it, guys, we're going to be like in our 30s, and it's going to be like, wow, like it's time to get really serious about our life, like that's when we start settling down, and we start, thinking about the rest of our life at that point. So like try to enjoy your, young, your young adulthood, enjoy your 20s. And I know like that's supposed to be the time where you go out and, you talk to girls and you party and stuff like that. Like I said in previous videos, I've never been a big party guy. I didn't go out a ton. I just hang out with my friends and at their house, or, we would do like, we would do stuff like, we used to go to the movies, go to the beach, stuff like that, like nothing crazy. But, I'm starting to learn, I'm starting to, go out. I have my one friend who, like, he was in a frat in his college, at his university, so he's got a lot of experience, like, and he's been going to the bars and stuff like that for a while now, so, he's giving me tips and stuff like that. He's got experience, so he's, helping me out, and, I'm learning, guys, I'm learning. I will update you guys on like how I'm doing, like I'll give you little updates, but yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. Just have fun, live your life, and don't let women be the focal point of when you go out, guys. Like, just go out to the club to have fun, Like, have that kind of mindset. I'm going here to have fun, not to get women. And while that might be like, that might encompass having fun in your brain, like that might be a part of having fun, especially like, if you're social or if you're attractive and like you have the ability to do that, where it's like you can go up to girls and stuff like that. Like that might be like, okay, that's part of having fun for me. But I'm assuming most of you listening to this, struggle with getting women like myself. So yeah, guys, just go there to have fun. And that's pretty much all I got, guys. That's pretty much all I got for right now. Thank you guys for listening. I really do appreciate you guys listening and commenting. There's been a lot more of you guys commenting recently, which I really do appreciate, guys. Please keep it up. Like, comment, or like and subscribe. All that fun stuff, guys. It helps out a lot. Any ideas, any video ideas or rant ideas, please comment. Please let me know. And like always, if you're going through something, guys, let me know in the comments, because I'm here for y'all, man. I'm here for y'all. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the rant today, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.